Right, I've had time to reflect on this, and two things have come to mind which should have done straight away. Is that's a piece of 8mm stainless steel rod. Well, for one, stainless steel is quite springy, and two, it's not a big enough diameter. We know that you're limited with your thread 6 or 8mm because of the size of the thread in the ball that you want to make. It's going to be either an old imperial for your machine or a metric 6-8mm, could be bigger, but I've got this stuff with a mandrel, so I'm going to make a short-ish mandrel with a taper towards the end and then the 8mm thread, the taper being so I can get in with a cutting tool. So I'm going to get on with that. What else have I deducted from my cock-up? I should always face off the piece of work. I know you cut the face off the side, but I should have taken a pass on it and got it parallel, and it wasn't, so you'd got this, and obviously that we're going to squeak no matter what. So that's another thing that I've learned, is I should have done that, I should have known. But yeah, this is probably culprit. I mean, you imagine trying to cut that with a hacksaw sticking out the chuck like that, the squeak, it'd start squeaking its nuts off because you'd get resonance on it, wouldn't you, on the spring of it. So that's where we're going. I'm going for 15 degrees on the compound. I'll give that a try. Right, I'm nearly getting the mark, and it's clearly no good, that. I'm saying clearly. Yeah, I'm going to back that off. Drop it down to 10 degrees. Right, so we've got ourselves a pretty square chunk of round there. So I'm going to set it all up again and have another go and see if I can get any better results. I'll make a start on it, and I will try and show it and see where we go with it. I do have some thoughts on this cutting tool. By setting it over an angle like that, you're upsetting its central fulcrum pivot point, aren't you? If that were pointing straight in, then you'd equal amounts of each side would come off. But you cant that over, you're never going to get the same off this side as what you are off this side, because you've canted that over and you've come off your centre line of your centre of your bearing. Don't know. I'm going to try it again with it like that though. Luckily I've got plenty of this aluminium, so luckily, that's why I say luckily, because I know this is not right. But keep trying. Hot. And it is quite hot, is that? It's hotter than I'd like it to be. So I'll pause this film, cool it down and carry on. Right, it's cooled down. We shall carry on. Try something, wind out, come out here, around there, go back to 0, push. .385, I've just dropped revs a right little bit, but I don't think it's helped to do with that. That's at 20. Come back to 20, 25. Well, we've got a ball. Again, I've got a right little flat pip on the top there. Again, it'd rub out with a bit of paper, but obviously I'm about 5 thou too far that way. It needs to just go in a tad, does that? And I think that would do it. But look how this has got right into the ball. You see, it's got right into the root of that ball, right down to where the thread is. So it's left no shoulder. So I am pleased with that. It's much better than the last one. Again, it's only in a piece of aluminium, and I'm sure that in a piece of steel it'd be a different story, but we'll find out at some point. I will do that. That was 320. This is 800. I've got up to 3000, which I use for fine paintwork and lacquers and things. This is 1000. This is dry, not using any water. You get different results with water. YouTube, but this ain't opened yet. This is years old. Wow, nice. Very pleased with that. So let's see if it'll screw off. Just see that little bit there. So it will dress up, but that's better than my first attempt, which was that one. And you see I still had a dimple on that one, but that one's just got ever so such slight ovalness to it, whereas that is more round. Please just punch. Really pleased. If I don't add any more to this video, I'll say now, thanks for watching. Anybody who's interested, I can take measurements of of all the components that made up this, if anybody's interested in making one. Or you make your own, like I did, just work it out. But you know, if you prefer to get some measurements from me, I can do that for you and give you the depth. It's 34.4, sorry, 34.5 mil deep. That's the total of that, with the bar for your bearing, any size bearing, but preferably one that'll fit in your Super 7. Diameter 64 mil diameter. This tool 12.6 by 8 mil. This you stand up and cut to the centre of your work once you've done all this. So depending on the height you've done the actual revolving part, you work out what height you need on that. Hope it helps anybody. Thanks for watching, guys. Anything garage? Stevie UTR.